Hi guys, welcome to Elsworthy Road. Today, Peekaboo, my furry friend, and I are going to show you around. We are in Primrose Hill in the Elsworthy Road Conservation Area, and I have this very, very special property with bags of charm and lots of potential to show you. First thing to mention is we're actually set back from the main road on this private little crescent, so it's very discreet, it's a really beautiful entrance, and it really sets the tone for what you're going to find on the other side. Shall we start the tour? So we enter through the front door and then come through a second internal front door, which I really like from a security perspective. And we come into this very characterful entrance hall with this beautiful staircase behind me. And I think this space really sets the tone of this house as being a perfect family home. As you can see, it is a little dated. The previous owners loved this property and they were here for a very long time. So a new owner coming in might want to update things, make some renovations, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. For now, I want to take you through straight into the beautiful reception room. Coming straight into the main reception room, here you immediately notice the beautiful natural light in this property. This property was built at the end of the 19th century, so you get some of those beautiful period features like the original fireplaces and this extremely elaborate and ornate ceiling cornicing and the beautiful ceiling rose as well. Coming over to this side of the reception room, you'll see this bay window behind me with this little window bench and these French doors right over here leading you out onto the most incredible garden. And I promise we're gonna head out there in just a minute. So now Peekaboo and I are going to give you some quick fire stats about this property. As I mentioned, the house was built at the end of the 19th century. It comprises 7 bedrooms and just over 6,500 square feet. 6,544 square feet to be precise. You are coming off of the main road on your private residence driveway. You have a garage and, most impressively, a 90-foot south-facing garden with an outside swimming pool. So I promised we were gonna head outside, enjoy some sunshine, and check out the garden. And I think we should head out there now, don't you? Come on, Peekaboo. Let's go. Of course, one of the major selling points of this house is this incredible south-facing garden. This property is situated on a wider than average plot. So when you're in this garden, it honestly feels like you're in the countryside. We're backing onto Primrose Hill, you're not overlooked at all, and there is plenty of space to entertain friends, relax, and enjoy this amazing sunshine we're having. You have several French doors leading out onto this beautiful raised terrace area up here, and then these steps take you down past the rose bushes under this stunning magnolia tree, which we're getting full glory of at the moment, and into the garden. Here you have a large lawn and they even have a swimming pool as well, which is covered at the moment because we're still in early spring. But honestly, today I feel like you could lift that cover and I could dive right in. This is definitely a garden that Peekaboo approves of, and I approve too. And as we're on a wider than usual plot, as I mentioned, you also have a wider than usual house. And again, for me personally, that is one of the best USPs, the selling points of this property. What you can see here to my left and behind me is currently a music room, which is such a special space with French doors leading you out onto the pool area. And I think this could be converted into an amazing family room, perfect for contemporary family living. You've got this beautiful large window on the side as well. Now, the current owners who are selling the property have actually engaged architects to create some plans for them for a future family coming in who would want to buy and possibly renovate the property, put their own stamp on it, and create an incredible, wide, lateral family home, perfect for modern family living. Now, with this amazing, amazing garden, you obviously want to make the most of it. So these plans incorporate a lot of glass glass to allow natural light into the house, but also to create a really beautiful inside-outside living and a flow and a connection between the garden and the house. For me personally, I really like some of the period features that you have in this property, so I would maybe go for something contemporary but still classic, keeping those French doors or creating really large sliding doors to take you out into the garden. And on a day like today, and for the whole summer, this is south facing, you're gonna have the sun all afternoon long. As I said, it's super private. It just feels like your own pocket of paradise and you're in the countryside in the middle of central London, which is super special. Now let's head back inside and continue the tour. So coming through the next set of French doors, off of the terrace, back inside, we enter into the formal dining room. Here you have seating for 8 guests, and this is a really fantastic space, once again filled with natural light because we're on the south side of the house, and you've got these big, beautiful windows behind me. And in this space, there's even a clever, hidden little surprise hidden within the joinery. If you push one of the cabinets, you actually enter into a guest WC and shower room. So if you wanted to convert this space into a bedroom or maybe perhaps a playroom, TV room, this could be a really good family room as well. Next to the dining room, we come into this informal living room, which is also a little bit of a family room, connecting off of the kitchen, which I'm going to take you into in a moment, with this conservatory behind me overlooking the garden. Now, in my opinion, this is where you have the most potential to make improvements and renovations in this property and to really create an amazing space for family or for entertaining and just really bring it up to date for contemporary living. Now, a lot of people like to live with an open plan layout with the kitchen leading onto the dining room and reception space, so that when you're cooking, your kids can be doing homework in one space, you can be cooking and you can have friends over and everybody can just be moving around all together. Obviously, super nice to have that connection to the garden. So we have plans that show how you can incorporate glazing to really bring the outside in and bring in as much natural light as you can, which obviously this is a very bright house. So really nice to highlight that and just make the most of the south-facing aspect. Okay, so this is a little bit of an Instagram or YouTube versus reality moment. The kitchen is clearly not up to date, and this is 100% where any new owner would want to really refresh the property and modernize it. And I think that gives you a lot of potential depending on how big of a project you want to do and what kind of a layout suits your lifestyle. So I'm curious to know, and please do let me know in the comments below, what you would do with this property. Would you fully gut it and renovate it? Would you perhaps update the interiors, do a new kitchen? How would the layout look? Please give me all of your feedback in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you know me, you'll know that I love a project and I'm not afraid of doing work. And I personally feel this house is worthy of taking on a slightly bigger project to create a dream home, which is going to be somebody's forever home. If it were me, I would open up this whole wall to create a really big, nice, spacious kitchen and informal dining area. I love a bunket in a window overlooking the garden with a little breakfast table. So I think I'd try to fit that in somehow here as well. And then I have to have an island. I mean, it's all about the island. With a house like this, I'd open this all up, pop an island here, maybe push it out slightly, and then you could just be standing here, cooking at the hob, looking out towards the garden, watching everybody running around the house. And I just think it creates a really lovely social environment to live and cook in. This room currently runs from the back to the front of the house with a little side door, so perfect if you are entertaining, perhaps in the formal dining room, you can have staff coming in and out from this side door, and you've got plenty of space in front of me to create a pantry. I personally would have one of those coffee bar, smoothie station situations with the pocket doors. And of course, you've got to have a sub-zero fridge freezer in a house like this with big double doors, proper family living. You've got the space for it, so you can really go wild and just take it to that next level. Coming up onto the first floor, we have the bedrooms. Right now, we are stood in the dressing room of the primary bedroom suite. And this suite spans quite a large portion, more than half of the first floor, creating a really spacious feeling. And with a little updating, this would be such a magnificent bedroom suite. You've got these beautiful windows both in here and in the primary bedroom overlooking the garden. And what I love about this house is that it really does make the most of the fact that A, you're not overlooked, B, you're south facing, so you have this beautiful natural light streaming in for most of the day. And C, you're just surrounded by nature. It really feels like you're in the countryside. It's super private. And here being at the back of the house, it's also super quiet. And then we come through this door here internally into the primary bedroom itself, which just has this really serene, peaceful feeling. It's very light, very airy, and it connects through this extra set of dressing room wardrobes behind me into the bathroom or the ensuite. Now on this floor, you also have two further bedrooms which share a large family bathroom, and they're both very spacious as well. So this floor, honestly, I think the layout works really well. Depending on your needs, you could create an office up here, you could have two double master bedroom suites, but at the moment, I think the layout is really good just as it is. Okay, we are now on the second floor of the property, which is actually the top floor. And again, I think one of the things that makes this property so unique is that you're at over 6,500 square feet, potentially with the opportunity to extend and add more and increase the number of square feet, but you're only over 4 floors. And I think that's very special in London, especially with such a large garden as well. Now, this floor could do with some love and could do with a little bit of a cosmetic update, but you have the potential to create something amazing that is entirely tailored to your needs. So whether you were to convert this into a playroom or an artist studio with all of that beautiful natural light, or perhaps you're going to have a nanny room or a guest suite up here, there are currently 4 bedrooms, a family bathroom, and a little kitchenette. So this floor could be entirely self-sufficient if you wanted it to be. Now, the reason I mentioned the artist studio is that there is actually a music studio in this house already. We haven't been there yet, so we're gonna head all the way downstairs into the music room, and I'm gonna show you what an amazing space that is. And for me, that is the cherry on top of this property. Welcome finally to the music room. Now for me, as I said, this is a little cherry on top of the cake, or the bonus for this amazing property. Here we are directly onto the garden, both with this very large window to my left and also with these French doors that look over the swimming pool behind me. And I can imagine with a new owner coming in and reviving this space, how much life they can bring into here and just how much fun you're gonna have in here, because this is the perfect family room. I really like the pitched roof and this big skylight that you have over here above me, making it the perfect family room, as I mentioned already. There's just so much space here, perfect for entertaining, and has a really nice flow to it. In front of me, there's a door that leads to what is technically the lower ground floor or the basement of the property, where you could, if you wanted to, put in a gym, a spa, an office perhaps, or whatever would suit your lifestyle, whatever amenities you could possibly dream of. And actually, again, I'm super curious, so please let me know in the comments what you would add in this house. How would you go crazy, let your imagination run loose? What would be the key thing for you? I think for me, it's got to be a reformer studio and a gym. And I'd want that natural light, so I'd possibly even use some of this space for it as well. Right, that is all we have time for today. I've really enjoyed showing you around this beautiful and charming property here in Primrose Hill. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and I don't know about you, but I think this house has so much potential. So if you know anyone who might be interested in creating their dream forever home, then don't forget to tag them in the comments below, like the video, and please do subscribe. And I promise there'll be many more exciting property tours and lots of interior design content coming very soon. Bye for now.